Data or not? How bias sneaks into tech. Welcome back to Talk Data to Me. I am your host, Shahana, your AI homegirl. And today we are going to get into it. We're going to get into some real talk. Because listen, data isn't neutral. Let's talk about bias. Let's start with the myth. Data is objective. But here's the truth. Data is made by people. People who have perspectives, cultures, worldviews, and yes, biases. So when people build systems like AI, machine learning models, or data-driven apps, they often bake in those same biases without even realizing it. Like, for example, facial recognition fails. In 2018, MIT researcher, we're going to call her Joy B. I'll post her name in the description. But she tested commercial facial recognition systems from IBM, Microsoft, and Amazon. Her findings? The error rate, get this, for identifying dark-skinned women was as high as 34%, while for white men, it was less than 1%. Now, that's not just a tech bug. That's bias coded into the algorithm. Another issue is predictive policing. So predictive policing systems like Predpol use historical crime data to predict where future crimes might happen. But if that data already reflects over-policing in Black and brown neighborhoods, then the system just recommends more policing in those same neighborhoods, basically putting racism on autopilot. Another issue, health care algorithms. A 2019 study found that a widely used algorithm underestimated the health needs of Black patients. Why? It used past healthcare costs as a proxy for need. But Black patients historically receive less medical care. So the system automatically assumed that they were healthier. That's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Bias sneaks in through three main doors. Biased data sets. You're training AI based on data like images, mostly of white faces, or police records shaped by discriminatory policing. You'll get biased outputs. Another issue is lack of diversity in dev teams. Now, when the people that have been hired to design, code, testing don't reflect the people impacted, blind spots form. So we need all varieties, all racial ethnicities in a room and in a space so that it's fair and equal. So another issue, my third issue, is profit-driven priorities. They speed to market and shareholder returns often outweigh ethical considerations. So guess what gets cut first? Bias testing and inclusion audits. Basically, what we're discussing. So what do? Knowing the problem gives us power. We can call for transparency in how algorithms are built, support companies and tools that prioritize inclusive AI, demand accountability when bias harms people. And most importantly, we need more Black and brown techies, creatives, founders, and data dreamers in the mix. Like, we need to be in there. We need to be in these spaces, not just as testers. And I get systemic issues that could potentially prevent people from even thinking, Black and brown people from even believing that they belong in such spaces. I definitely get all of that. You don't need to know Python or machine learning to make a difference. You just need to say, I'm not watching from the sidelines anymore. It starts with one choice, and that's all it really takes. Start where you are. Learn what you can. Speak up, show up. Because here's the truth. You are the update that the system needs. You've got the lived experience, the creativity, and the vision to imagine something better and help build it. Bias doesn't just live in the past. It's alive in our apps, our data, and our systems today. But the good news? We can disrupt it. So I want you to drop a comment saying, I'll try. I'll try. That's it. Matter of fact, one word, try. And it lets me know, watch a video. Do one thing that puts you one step closer in learning about AI. If it starts with just one video or one article, start where you are and go from there. Have you ever experienced bias in tech? In your job, maybe? In your feed? Let me know. You can also comment your experience with bias. Now, the next video we're going to get into, the tool is ChatGPT being your creative co-pilot and how to use AI without losing your voice. This is Talk Data to Me, where culture meets code and we flip the script.